Alrighty, now let's finally pull it off.
Tell me, is it whack up in the air? Rapping scattered off the gear. I can map him, yeah, the it's like a tracker. Get distracted, send him back like in the mail. Not a fraction of them real. Catch him lacking, run the drill. Running through the shit like a motherfucking day.
Welcome to another vlog, guys. On this episode, gonna dive into the blown Rb25 gearbox that I lost third gear in. That went bushka. And we're going to pull it apart and have a look inside of a gearbox that I've never done before. So that's going to be exciting. And yeah, let's get stuck into it. So yeah, this is my old Rb25 gearbox that blew third gear. And probably don't need to take it apart. Probably just take it to the engine rebuilders and tell them, hey, rebuild it please. But I'm going to pull these bolts out and I'm going to have a look inside. Because I reckon it'll be pretty crazy looking. Just took the bolts out, and when you roll it over, you can hear the marbles in there. Never a good sign in your gearbox. So just taking out the speed sensor. I think this, I had a speed sensor issue with this sensor when I had launch control. It was intermittently playing up. Oh, it's pretty long. So that's a speed sensor. It goes in the gears and just calculates how fast you're going. It's pretty good. Probably put it somewhere safe because it's plastic. Next I'm going to undo these bolts in here, and yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here, but it's fun, so I'm going to keep on undoing shit. I don't have a rubber mallet, apparently that's what you use to separate it, but you can also drop it. Probably won't do that, but I'm going to see what happens when I undo these bolts. Crunchy in there. Gotta take this circlip here off. I think that's the one you need to get to. These are my trusty circlip pliers. That are a pain in the ass because I don't have the right bloody tool. Oh yeah, nice! I love it when that happens. Alright, just a quick little update. With the old gearbox, I've contacted the seller and he's going to have a look at it on Friday, and if he can't get it to work then we're going to take the receipt back to the shop, because apparently it's had a fresh rebuild recently, because he blew third gear and then he got it fixed at a shop. They rebuilt it and he got it back off him, and then he stored it in his shed and he never used it. He ended up getting the what do you call it, the billet gears, and put that box in his S14. So we're going to take the receipt back. If it's stuff, like it might be something else, but we'll take it back and then they should be able to fix it, and then I'll get a rebuilt gearbox out of it for $1,500, which is sweet as. So hopefully that all goes to plan. But that's what the update on the 25 box that's going back in the 180. But for the broken one, last night I was mucking around for ages trying to get this circlip off on one of the shafts, and I got the wrong tool for the job. I just got some pointy nose pliers. So I've been trying to do that. I was trying to do that last night, and then I kind of got the shits and went to bed. So I'm back today, gonna get that circlip off, and then hopefully we can just undo the box and have a look inside. Like, I just want to see all the gears and things. And yeah. So it's this circlip on here, and you gotta, it's spring loaded obviously, so you gotta separate that gap and make it wider, and then the spring will just come off. Happy days. But yeah, trying to use the wrong bloody tool for the job. I'll try some other ways. Obviously these are useless, and we'll get it off. Well, I smashed my finger a couple of times, but it is off, so happy days. you little bitch. I'm going to throw that so far right now, but I'm not going to because I'll probably hang on to it. Alright, let's see what happens now. When you turn this, a lot of things move, and hopefully this separates now. I might have to take some more stuff off it though. So I was trying to figure out how the bloody hell you separate the box down the middle in half, and online they say drop it or smack it with a rubber mallet. I don't have a rubber mallet, so I've been smacking it on the floor and it fully works. Like, it's starting to come apart, look. Just came out of it that I doubt would meant to be come out of it, and I got bits of fucking, I got a lot of bits of metal here, which obviously that's meant to be all together in one piece. Alright, so I'm so close, but basically this shaft here that runs onto your gear selector runs all the way through the middle here, and then it connects on to this end of the gearbox, which is the bell housing, and there's another circlip right there, and that one's super tight, so I actually can't bloody get it. I'm gonna need to buy some circlip bloody pliers, which I probably should own, but I don't, and that'll make things a lot easier. But pretty close. I can see all the gears and stuff. Hang on. I can see all the gears and stuff in there, which is pretty exciting. But a lot of shit keeps falling out of it every time I move it around. Bits and pieces drop out. But the worst part is I'm getting the shits with this, and it's probably going to be a pretty boring episode. But it feels like I'm not getting anywhere, but anyway, it's part of the learning curve. When you're learning and doing something for YouTube, it takes a million times longer. Most of the other stuff that I've been doing, I've already done 100 times before, so I'm pretty confident and fast with it. But something like this, where I just never really played with gearboxes before, because you just chuck one in already done. So it's taken a little while just to figure out what's going on. But yeah, I think I have to go get some circlip pliers and take that off, and then it should just slide right out, hopefully. Because if it doesn't, I don't know. I'm not going to talk about it if it doesn't. But let's come back tomorrow. But yeah, just want to do a massive shout out to Timmy. I'll put his link up here. He, the Mad Dog legend, sent me some GK Tech low ramps, like brand new from the shop. Like, how bloody awesome is that? I've always wanted some of these, and he sent me a message and said, I'm sick of seeing you struggling with those blocks of wood. I sent you some GK Tech lowering ramps. So massive shout out to Timmy, you bloody legend, eh? You didn't have to do that, but I really appreciate it. That's awesome. I've never been sent something in the mail like that. But yeah, you found my PO box in the description of the videos. So if you guys want to send me stuff, go ahead. I'm not going to ask for anything, but if you do, that's freaking awesome. Yeah, so thanks Timmy. You're actually a freaking legend, eh? I'll be sending you out some stickers once they come in my store, which is another thing. I'm starting up merchandise. I had a heap of people message me saying they want to buy stickers and t-shirts and things. It's in the pipeline. I've got the stickers made up. I just got to get down pat like a way of getting the stickers out and start merchandise like t-shirts and stuff like that. So get excited for that. It's just going to be Nolland Industries, merchandise, and who knows, we'll do a whole heap of stuff, but that's cool. That's super exciting, so stay tuned for that. I'm looking at doing it through Shopify because it looks pretty easy, but yeah, I might end up with a website at some stage, but yeah, get excited because that's sick. And as for this gearbox stuff, I've had enough for tonight, so I'll probably add on the next bit tomorrow. That's coming up now. Righto, so I've been down to Bunnings, picked up this King Chrome circlip plier set. So it has all 3 types of circlips, the bloody other type and the other type. So that's going to be sick. Hopefully that gets us out of trouble with this bloody circlip that I cannot get off. But having the right tool for the job should be a breeze. Let's do it. Well, here we go. Oh, mate, I should have bought one of these ages ago. Fuck, that was like so easy. Something so simple, but just that made me so happy, eh? Honestly. That's awesome. Alright, let's see if it wants to come out now, eh? Let's have a go. Alrighty, I think I figured it out. There was like a little grub screw in here, and I just smacked that out with the center punch. And then now, this piece comes off, and wait for it. Oh! Woo! Half of it's off. Yeehaw! That's just a piece of wood, that. Just ignore that piece. But yeah, so we got the bloody gears. Look at this magic going on. She's a bit tight in there. Okay. Yeah, so I'll put it in 3rd gear now. And yeah, it's super tight, so obviously 3rd gear's stuck on something. That's neutral. She spins beautifully. You could even just like replace the 3rd gear in this, eh? But I don't know. I'm considering getting this box rebuilt and putting those solid gears in it. Not solid, but the stronger gears in it, so that I can put it in the R32 and then have like a really solid box for like a high power level, and so I can get thrashed all the time. And then the 180 is probably going to start becoming more of just a like a show car and not as much track. But then again, I do love the 180 and I do love taking it to the track and drifting it. So I don't know, I'll probably just do both. But yeah, so I'll probably let's try and get this front half off, and then we can see the whole gearbox. But this is definitely not a video of a how to disassemble an Rb25 gearbox, because I'm doing a shit job at it and it's taken a long bloody time. So, but I don't know, something new, you know, it always takes a lot longer when you've never done it before. So, but we're figuring it out. Let's do this front half. So under some further inspection, I just noticed that there's another circlip right here, and we're about to pop that one out there now, and yeah, the front half should just come out. But it feels like I'm making some progress, which is exciting, because the last couple of days have not been very nice to me. Well, I still can't get it off. I pretty much removed everything I can, and it sort of seems like this bearing here is getting stuck and the other ones move, because these are the 3 shafts that all slide acrossways, and they all link up to here. So you got 1 shaft, 2 shaft, 3 shaft, or 1, I don't know, whatever, you know. And yeah, it won't budge, so I'm just going to leave that for tonight. I just got to chuck the new Rb25 gearbox, which is this one, in the ute. It's going to be heavy as shit, and taking that back to the seller tomorrow. He's going to have a look at it, and then if he can't get it to get out a third, he's going to take it back to the gearbox shop with his receipt, and then hopefully, yeah, I think I said before, hopefully we can get it all working, and they can have a look at it and go from there. But yeah, I've tried to research on the Googles to see how to open a 25 box, and there's nothing on there, so I've just been mucking around for ages trying to figure it out myself. But it's so close. It's literally so close. I just got to figure that out, and yeah, let's have another go. Alrighty, now let's finally pull it off. Sweet. Whoa. Yep, I can see third gear. Holy shit. Rightio, so I'm guessing this here and this here is third gear, because it's like completely minced, eh? Like, she's absolutely cooked. It's supposed to look more like this one, and all those pieces are everywhere. So yeah, did a good job. It's completely exploded, but getting this gearbox apart was no joke, eh? Like, obviously doing it again, I would be able to take it apart a lot easier, but fuck, what a mission. So many little bits and pieces holding it all together. But yeah, this is what's inside your gearbox. Looks pretty crazy. This top one is your gear stick. That's connected to your gear stick, which pushes forward and back and moves it around into each gear, and they all slide into each other. Like, that is some wild looking shit in here. So that's why it's very important to have your gearbox oil up to date, because there's so much lube required between all these gears, and there's a lot going on in here. It'd be crazy seeing it in action, like it all moving and doing its thing. But it's actually really tiny, considering like the box is just massive. But yeah, that's like a great deal of relief, finally getting that apart. That was really not a good time. But that's definitely the problem. I'm going to send this gearbox away and see if I can get it rebuilt. Should be about $1,000, $1,200-ish. And they'll rebuild that and hopefully have another box. I'm so bloody satisfied now that that's pulled apart, and now I know how to do it. Not that I'm going to be able to fix it, but I know how to take one apart now. I'm going to put it back together just roughly so that I can take it to the gearbox shop now. But thanks heaps for watching, guys. If you liked me struggling with bloody opening a gearbox, then hit the like button. If you had some tips and tricks, drop a comment on them. Would have been handy. But I bet you a lot of you guys were just watching it thinking, oh, why isn't he just doing this and that? But yeah, it's all part of it. And also, if you haven't already, subscribe. Cheers, guys. We made it to 600. Yep.